Good morning, friends. Dr. Don Murphy here on January 13th. So this is a story about art and creativity. So from today's Wall Street Journal, we have this book review, Inspiration Everywhere, The Creative Act. Look how simple that book jacket is. Creative Act, a way of being. And then on the back page of Wall Street Journal, we have interview with Aldous Hodge, who is the star of Black Adam and Leverage Redemption. Let's go to his story first. When he was a young kid, they moved all over the place. He suffered through the divorce of his parents and whatever estrangement that involved. Said Clifton, New Jersey was dangerous. We had to deal with the Ku Klux Klan in the area. So this guy comes from a history of suffering trauma, but it forced him to grow up with a survivor mentality. That happens to all people who suffer a lot. Now, back to this book review. The reviewer says about the authors, he's also an easy read with some pages containing single points to ponder, such as the universe never explains why, or we are dealing in a magic realm. Nobody knows why or how it works. A bit gauzy, perhaps, yet far preferable to yet another Twitter twerp, declaring the only acceptable pronoun to use when addressing a spade cat. As such, the creative act can be considered a work of transcendent literature, one that suggests the universe still smiles upon us despite all indications to the contrary. Again, whenever I review stories about artists of any type, almost 95% come from a history of trauma, loss, whatever, and they're survivors. Now, there are exceptions. Donald Cheadle, great actor. He went to the same high school as our four kids, but you read his story and he lived a charmed life. That's fine, but that doesn't happen very often. Most great artists have a history of a lot of suffering trauma, and they survive.